Hey guys, it's Yarlos here. This is Ashsong's clan village. So as you can see, I've cobbled all the road here individually with limestone cobbles. I've gone for a Tudor sort of medieval style sort of town. As you can see, it's got like all the stepped out houses, the pillars, loads of wood beams. Went absolutely bananas with all the wood beams. This is kind of the market street, and then behind this we plan on having almost like similar buildings, but for residential for all our clan members and all that behind. These are all the workshops and the shops, and then a few of the markets and stuff like that as well. Just under the road there, we've got a little tunnel that kind of leads through to the workshop and back up up to this little patio area here. This is one of my favourite buildings that I've done so far. Just love all the little details, and it's kind of free stepped out, and then a little path going out from it. So you can see I've got the foundation for where the roads are going to expand later on as well. All that right area there is going to be houses, and in the back right there you can see Naira, one of our druid like healers. She's building a little medical hut there at the back. This one's just kind of like a little hangout sort of common room reading area. Down here's my little workshop that I've just been using to build the town. Normally those lime kilns, the kilns are just full of lime and clay and all the roof tiles and all that sort of thing for this. But we've been helping Corvain and the Obsidian Watch build. This building at the end here is the watchtower, the Obsidian Watch. They've merged with us, and they've got a nice watchtower with a view over the crossroad there. They're kind of like our first port of call, like the our guardsman slash defense. They've only just moved down here. He's been constructing this over the last few days or so. I think that's turning out really nice. We're in Trecassis, so there's a lot of trees everywhere, but it really makes the buildings unique. You've got to build around them, and it really adds some. You got to put some brain power into trying to build around all the trees. I think we've done pretty well so far. Down here's my little garden. This was the first thing I made for Ashsong. I used to live alone in Nones, and then they came over and said they want some doing because I had a little garden like this over there, and this is what I came up with. I'm really happy with how this turned out. You see, I've got like the plant pots stacked on top of each other there with all it's got lights inside, and I had to build like a scaffolding sort of thing inside the garden wall there to have all the vines, all the lights inside, loads of different flowers. I think it turned out pretty well. It's kind of different, a bit unique. You see, like I like the pattern on the limestone plant pots, so I wanted to kind of try and make a wall out of them. But I'm really happy with how the garden turned out. So you've got our little Jarl's chair there in the middle for when he wants his outside conferences. And that behind is the longhouse. That's all our storage is below that, and we've got our meeting hall, our feast hall above that. This is Ganforian's house. He's recently just refurbished this. It was kind of like a thatched cottage style, but he's changed it now to limestone and tiles. I think it's turned out really well, his house. It's really unique, really odd dimensions. I think he's done a really good job with that so far. See, we'll go inside, and he's got like a little centerpiece with flowers and a really cool balcony. Look at that. Perfect. He's got the plant pots with lights inside there to give some really cool shadows as well. Really cozy little cottage he's built here. He's got his little workshop above there as well. And outside he's got a balcony. He's got his little kitchen to the right here. He's got his little furnace workshops. Underneath here is his carpentry. Underneath the that's sliding roof there. Got a little cubby hole by that tree down there as well. But as you see on the left, we've got Ganforians. In the middle there, we've got the forge. And then on the right there is Alessandra's house. And then right on the top of the hill, that's Gervin's tower. He's our resident wizard. Well, he seems to knock it down and rebuild it every couple of days. And that's his little carpentry workshop down there that I was talking about. It's lovely. That big factory on the lake isn't ours, but we haven't seen them in a while, so it won't be there very long. This is the forge blacksmith area. Halvard's our blacksmith. He's also the leader of Ashsong. He does all our weaponsmithing, armor smithing, all the stuff like that. This is his little workshop in here. So you see, it's mainly just crates full of ore, bars, all fixtures, fittings, nails, all that sort of stuff. Then you've got a few little pathways coming down here out by the lake. The idea eventually is we'll have the whole lake surrounded by houses, have like a little dock once some of the plots, once some of our neighbours move. This is Alessandra's house. This is our Jarl Halvard's wife. She is our resident archer, tailor, cooker. But it's a nice little cozy little cottage down here. She's got donation boxes where she gives away the bows and arrows and food and all that sort of thing that she doesn't need. Really cozy little cottage. It's really nice, compact. Like I said, that building there isn't ours, but you can't pick your neighbours. So she's got a little pier where she goes for a swim. That's like the old town back there. That's my plot. That's what I've been building for the last few weeks, I guess, on and off. I'm helping Corvain at the moment because we've merged with them, and we said we'd help them rebuild because they've moved their whole base over. That's our sauna. We've got a guy that joined who's building a sauna for us. So as you see, there's a few kilns underneath, a few benches above that. This here's Oslo's house, although he's just moved. He's moving to the south, just have like a little forward operating base. So he's kind of taken a lot of the stuff out of this, unfortunately. It's still really nice little design. He's given this away to anyone that wants it in the clan. This here on the left's the tavern and courtyard. I tried to keep these white line beams and like the old sort of ruined town look, kind of give the look like the town's got some age. So I've kind of made some ruins around and about. And these little limestone things, the spiked pillars. And then I made a few little signposts that take you down to the tavern, to the shops, the markets. But Howard's just, he's been redoing this. I think it's turned out really nice so far. See our little bar area back here? We tried to keep everything in the same sort of style of wood beams and just trying to make everything kind of have a similar aesthetic. We got a few little rooms for when we have guests over. I think this turned out pretty nice. And this is the courtyard going up into our feast hall. We just had Corvain here for our feast, so we set out the little table with all the cups and the all the stuff for the feast. So all the food and all the drinks and all that are in the barrels. And then this table we've just redone. It's 3 banquet tables with kind of like flagstones and beams for the corner. I think it turns out really nice. It was just going to be a temporary thing, but once we'd done it, we decided to keep it. It was just for the feast. But we've got another feast this Sunday with a French clan, so we're uh, leaving it all out. This is the Jarl and his wife's seats. And behind this is the Jarl's cottage. He's got a little area you can walk in back here, and that's where he stays. But I'm not allowed back there, so I don't I don't snoop around. And a little balcony area that leads back, looking over the new town. And I'm trying to keep like an English sort of style of these little back alleys, back streets, but I still want to have funnel people through the roads. The base up here, the castle here. This one is Godfrey. He's with the Eclipse clan, so this isn't us. It's just one of our neighbours. This is all Eclipse that we're looking at now. So the castle, that's Miku's, and the church is Jarry's, who's just he's just finishing building that now. But we're on the RP server, so he's a cleric. Okay, and this is the start of Corvain's base. We've just merged both of our clans, so we've made an alliance. So we're both still 2 separate clans, but we're under like the same umbrella. Basically, we didn't want to have too many members all merged together at once. So they are with us. This is Ulfric's house. He's the Knight of Corvain. Kind of helped him do the details and all the finishing kind of touches, like the wood trims. You can't build limestone or clay, so he kind of built and then I replaced it, and then we worked together to kind of make him something that he'd like. Unfortunately, Corvain had a really nice base also in Trecassis, but as part of the merger, one of us had to move, so they moved to us. But they're a Hungarian roleplay group, and they were really nice people. That's on the left there is Velkor's observatory that he's just building. I've just been helping with the roof on that, but roofs aren't my strong point. So as you can see, there's like all the Tudor buildings there. That's my plots there. Behind that is Naira's. You got the forge. The bottom right is Alessandra's, the longhouse in the middle, Ganforian's house, and Oslo's house to the left. Here's Gervin's tower. He's also with us. And then to the right there, that's Corvain, the watchtower of the Obsidian Watch. All that is our group. You see, the Jarl he didn't want a castle. He wanted like a town sort of style with roads, buildings lining beside the roads. We're trying to build essentially a city. In the woods here, we've got Dagny somewhere. Here she is. She's also an alchemist. and a healer. So she wanted a more druidy sort of vibe. So she lives just outside the town. She's not been with us long, so still very like very nice. Not a square box, which is lovely. But we try to keep everything within like RP sort of style. No big factories or industrial forges or stuff like that. But I'll just zoom us down the road here. As you see, you can't really see the end of the road, which is it's just amazing. When you consider there was nothing here before other than trees. I'll just do a quick walkthrough here. I'll say quick. To the right here, we've got the outhouse. Obviously, very important. Uh, Hopefully, self-explanatory. It's a bit raised. There is a hole behind it with cotton, no, with straw and all that sort of thing underneath, but you can't really see it with all the lighting and all that. You might be able to just get a glimpse, but it's the little details that you can't see, that count. These buildings are really fun to do because there's a lot of trees and stuff like that. I kind of built the footprint of the building, loads of curved walls, loads of weird shapes, and then kind of build around the trees, and you end up with these really unique sort of, I think, pretty cool looking houses. Absolutely ridiculous amount of beams went into these. Some of the beams on the bottom, they're 3, 4 stacked thick, just to get a bit more, a bit more depth to the buildings. So this is my little tailor. I still need to put some workbenches in here. Everything's still very much work in progress, and it probably will be until forever. Let's say all these cobble, they're just single individual flagstones, but I've just put down thousands of them following the terrain. I think it just looks so nice. It looks like a really good little cobble road. I make sure to rotate them as well so they're not all symmetrical. This was the first little bit I done here. See, like the stairs, I've done a half stairs. Just I try to make everything quite compact and tight and not claustrophobic, but kind of have like a hanging over and give it that sort of old English sort of town. It's a little tunnel that takes me through to the workshop. I kind of want to build onto this and extend it a bit and make it kind of like have a secret little paths. We've got a vault in the longhouse, so I might have the tunnel connecting to the back of there as a sort of escape way, smuggling route. It's my little workshop. Okay, and then I'll just do just like a walkthrough from one end to the other. So that's Camphorian's house, the longhouse to the left, the gardens, the forge on the right there. So you can see some of these houses are stepped out like 3 levels. Then there's Alessandra's house in front of me there. Like I said, this is B and Jeremiah's house on the left, what they're currently building. We found them in Vita and really like their cottage. So we asked basically, hey, you guys live alone? You want to come move here? We love your style. Come build with us. So He's been slaving away at that. We don't have any real strict construction rules other than just try and keep it RP friendly and kind of within the theme. You see, he's still there toiling away with his. He's making a granite staircase there out of granite end posts. Let's give him a wave. He's a nice guy. I'll wave back. Okay. And then the beginnings of Corvain. Like I said, it's a real shame that they had to move, but we helped them. We spent the day basically just running back and forth, teleporting back all their resources, because obviously they made a huge sacrifice coming over to see us, live with us. But to have two of like the biggest clans in Trecassis working together, I mean, together we're building the city. So no simple job. I think this is Ulrich's forge that he's just started building. He's Corvain's blacksmith and weaponsmith, and also one of their knights. So that's all Corvain there. In the background, like I said, that sort of wooden hill fort sort of style is eclipses. So they're friends of us, but we don't have any alliances or mergers or any agreements like that. So like that big factory in the middle of the pond is ours, as I said. So I'll see if I can get most of our land in one single frame here. So everything you're seeing at the moment is that's Ashsong. And the road stretches as far as you can see. So, thank you. Thanks for watching.